What's going on, guys? It's Hi and welcome to another adventure-filled day here in New York. Today I started a little bit late and didn't make it out of the hotel room until like 1 or 2 p.m. But you know, making the best of it, and we're out here. Took the subway and somehow ended up here at the Oculus. So this place is actually the location that I wanted to go to the most in New York because I've seen the most pictures of it, and I'm a big, I don't want to say stickler, but I'm really into like symmetry and just lines and shapes and whatnot, and this building is just incredible. So I'm going to be honest, I didn't do much research. Well, actually, I didn't do any research on this location prior to coming here, and I didn't realize that it's essentially a giant retail or a giant mall for more high-end retailers. Like we have Longines, Montblanc, Breitling, so a really high-end watch manufacturers, and then we have an Apple store, again, really popular in New York, and Cole Haan. So again, it's just really higher-end manufacturers and retailers. But a quick Google search shows that this building is supposed to resemble a dove in flight, and I'm not sure if I see that inside of the building, but let's see what it looks like from the outside. So here is a miniature scale version of the building, and I guess I'll leave it up to you. Does it look like a dove in flight? To me, it looks more like a spine. Okay, so as you can see, I've made it up to one of the balconies here in the Oculus, and I'm about to set up and take, I'm going to be frank, a picture that I would consider a very basic picture because it's a picture that everyone has, and it's just going to be shooting straight, dead on center with seeing the floor and the ceiling. So, like I said, everyone has this picture, but it's a picture that I've always wanted for myself. Okay, just finished up taking photos in the Oculus, took a few different compositions, landscape, portraitures, all of that, different exposures. So one thing that I've noticed about taking photos in there is that when you see, well, what all the photos that I've seen inside of the Oculus has been showing very white, like a very white building. And from personal experience being in there, it's not very white at all. It's really off-white, and from what I'm seeing then, all the photos that I've seen are pretty much overexposed. So here are some examples. Here is a picture that the camera thinks should be properly exposed. Here is one stop over, and here's 2 stops over. So like I said, most pictures that I've seen from the Oculus has been overexposed, and that's just personal preference and, you know, like your own artistic vision. So before I leave this location, here's what the building looks like, at least from the outside, from a ground level view. And again, this building is just insanely made. The architecture is just really different and really amazing. So here's another view of the building from outside, straight up front. And again, I don't know if I can see a dove in flight, but it definitely looks amazing. So just walking around this area, the World Trade Center and the Oculus and the whole surrounding area, I would say that it's a definite must and highly recommend for you to come and check this out because it's free and there's a bunch of street art, beautiful architecture, and this place is really amazing. And now that we're in the area, we just have to go and visit the 9/11 Memorial, a location that of course pays respects to one of the most tragic events in American history. So prior to coming here, I obviously knew that this was going to be big and about the size of a building, as this location takes place of one of the Twin Tower. And just being here in person, you just have to see the scale of it. This hole is just huge in the ground and really a tragic incident. And if you didn't know, around the entire location are names of people written on this black plaque, and it just shows you there are names everywhere. So many people lost their lives on that day. So officially done with the World Trade Center area, and now we found a shuttle that takes us to Battery Park, so that'll be the next destination. So after waiting some time for the free shuttle, we ended up just taking the normal city bus, and it took us now to Battery Park. But stupid, the Oculus is like 2 streets over, so we walked around and went on the bus for really no reason. So if you're around this area and you don't have Battery Park on your to-do list, it's recommended because apparently Battery Park is the closest and best view that you can get of the Statue of Liberty while on land. So I've made it back inside the Oculus now, and it's later in the day, the sun is setting, and I think with that, we get a whole nother perspective to this building. This building, because of the way that it's built, you just have a lot of highlights and shadows that play with each other, and it makes for a great photography. This really is an interesting building, and if you're in the area, this is an absolute must-go-to for me and highly recommended. So I've just made it back to the hotel room, and after a long day of walking, I've dropped everything off and am about to go get my first meal of the day. So I'm gonna call it here for this vlog. I'll be in New York for another 2 days, but tomorrow is going to be a rainy day, so I'm not sure how much exploring and adventures I'll be having. And then the following day is a travel day. I'll be in New York for a couple hours, but it's time to go back to Washington. So whether or not I'll make another video from New York, I don't know. If I do, that's great. If not, I hope you guys have enjoyed this New York series. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share around, comment down below with any thoughts or questions that you may have. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.